there's also an opportunity for players to seek out other knowledge if they wish, to dig into some of the origins of our new playable class in the Arcanist.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! I have to say, when Zos announced a new class, I was quite surprised. I was expecting them to add something lame like spellcrafting. How would that even work in this game? No one can tell me how. I digress. I am so hyped for the Arcanist to be coming to ESO. And honestly, I know a lot of PvPers are angry that they're not getting any strictly PvP content, and I mean, that is a valid criticism, but in my opinion, a new class is enough PvP content for me. It adds all sorts of new build compositions, although in this meta that doesn't really exist. It adds group compositions, it adds intricacies to fights and how class v class like fights sort of go, and just in general I think it really will change up the PvP scene, at least for the better once it gets nerfed, because we all know once it comes out it's going to be radically overpowered. But I think it's a very good thing for the game, and I'm very excited for what's coming. I just want to sort of go over the reveal and go over all of the skills and skill lines that we've had confirmed, because they're quite interesting, and one of them specifically stands out because it's going to turn Cyrodiil into I guess you could call it the Squid Games. All right, I'll stop. But let's get into it. I'm gonna start going over the skill lines and what I think could be how useful they could be. First skill I want to look at, and also the most important, is called Abyssal Impact, also known as a certain anime genre simulator, also known as strangely similar to something from another video game. Oh, what was that, Sauce?
We were initially coming up with the Arcanist. We had a ton of ideas and inspiration coming from all sorts of places. Movies, comics, classic literature, and both retro and modern games.
Modern games? You mean Bloodborne? Because this is basically just the exact same thing as the Augur of Ebrietas from Bloodborne. I mean, I'm not angry about this. I actually really like this, and it's the main reason why I'm excited for the class, because I just want to roleplay as a Mikolesh, just spamming tentacles. Next ability that has been confirmed is called Apocryphal Gate. This is the teleport ability. It's you sort of like create a portal on yourself, or maybe it's at a target location, and then also create another portal somewhere else, and then you can just teleport through them, and your allies can also teleport through them. This is going to be super big. You're gonna have unfortunately ball groups just teleporting around, which is going to absolutely fucking suck, but it's also going to be hilarious for a solo player to just teleport around. I think that would be really cool. The this is basically what Warden Gate should have been, so I'm happy we're getting this, and I'm also going to be very disappointed if, like, when it's released, there's not any bugs where you can, like, teleport up onto castle walls and just break into castles through that way. There's not a name for this skill yet, but you can sort of see the character buff their arms up. That's probably going to be the Sorcery Brutality buff, if I had to guess. Not a big thing, every class should have that. And there's Rune Blades. This is what you're seeing on screen right now, where they shoot out sort of like a burst of 3 little dagger things. I'm guessing this is going to be the class as spammable if you're not using the tentacles as your spammable. I don't know, the animation looks really weak to me. I don't know how strong it's going to actually be in game. I'm not excited to use this as a spammable. I'm going to be Tentacle Boy. The last confirmed ability is called Runespite Ward. It says conjure an explosive damage shield, so maybe it'll be like Templar's Blazing Shield, but good. We can only hope. The only issue is that damage shields really aren't good right now, because they scale on max mag, and in PvP, max mag fucking sucks. So, yeah, the skill probably won't see much use unless the explosion is actually good. And then there's the final mechanic that the Arcanist has, which is the Crux system that we know about. This is I'm very excited that they are implementing some like class-specific system like this, because at least it's not Warden and Necro both having a basically self-buffed 3-second delayed burst ability that becomes their class identity. If this class had something like that, I would be really annoyed. But what the Crux does is you sort of use like you can use abilities that build Crux, and then other abilities use Crux to empower them. And so this you might be forced to use like Rune Blades to then empower the Tentacle. I don't know if that is the case. Maybe maybe there's some like interesting combos and skill rotations that you need to use, which would add I think a pretty nice skill gap to the class. Oh, and on Friday they did the reveal for the Quarter 1 DLC. I sure hope that this DLC doesn't add any incredibly radically overpowered sets that will completely destroy Cyrodiil.
You serious?
I would like to say that I am officially an Arcanist main, and I am claiming the title of #1 Arcanist worldwide. So, if you want to see the #1 Arcanist worldwide's build once the DLC is released, subscribe to my channel and you can watch my videos, because I will be doing extensive testing on the PTS. Thank you and have a nice day.